Why is UPA pushing an ordinance despite opposition, not just from outside but also within? Anand Gadgil, why is it?
Taking a stand today, they are opposing the ordinance, but they have accepted the original. They did not oppose it. So I am surprised to see that they agree with the bill, but they don't accept the ordinance. One of the reasons we have gone through this is that if a lower court sentences somebody, but he appeals to the upper court, say High Court, and High Court gives a verdict which is, in favor of that person, or sets aside the original judgment, then don't you think if the person resigns just because the lower court has given a decision, injustice is done to him? The Constitution of India provides any individual to go to the High Court, then to the Supreme Court, and then even there is a provision for revision petition. So all we are doing is absolutely as per the Constitution, as per the law.
I have to ask
now
you,
the
it was
thing
just,
is that
I just want to, I want to interrupt you.
Bill,
Sir, just to interrupt you, I know what you're, yes, you're making those points, but just to say that in the last 24 hours, it's not Digvijay Singh, but other Congress ministers. You have Milind Deora, who's a union minister. You have other Congress leaders like Anil Shastri going on record to talk about all their apprehensions. So how do you justify it now?
See, every individual may have his own opinion, but when it comes to the decision of either the party or the government, then finally, we speak in one voice. Today they might have expressed something which they feel as an individual, but that is not to be taken as a comment of the Congress party or of the UPA. So as simple as that.
Pinky Anand?
I find this really peculiar. I mean, Digvijay Singh ji is brought in every time that the Congress wants to portray that it is not a party viewpoint, but it's an individual viewpoint. How can a senior general secretary of the party be making a statement and the party trying to abdicate its responsibility, and there's not even any caveat given by Digvijay Singh regarding his comments on all these issues where he's at complete variance with the party. That aside, I mean, this whole peculiar system of bringing around ordinances is something which the UPA seems to have adopted as a modern method of parliamentary democracy in India, a la the UPA style. So no bill gets passed.
Okay.
Ordinances which, according to the requirement of the UPA, not for the country. We are not today talking about the country as far as UPA is concerned. UPA is least concerned. UPA is concerned about grabbing power. 2014 is staring them at the face. They seem to have real difficulty trying to envisage that they can win without criminal people and the majority of criminals seem to be.
Who does this benefit really?
The benefit right now for the UPA is a principal ally in the form of Lalu Prasad ji, whose sentence and conviction rather is coming forth.
That he will be
of course,
convicted.
Assuming, but I'm saying, but please tell me, otherwise what urgency would it be if instead of the ordinance, the bill as it has been sent to the standing committee and the select committee gets debated, there is a Supreme Court judgment which disqualifies. So therefore the only anxiety between that period and now, in the next 2-3 days appears to be, I think you don't have to make any 2+2 guesses here, is Lalu Prasad's conviction, which of course is a possibility. I don't guarantee.
Anand Gadgil, Lalu Prasad Yadav, when asked about it today, said, we know what you guys are making a lot of noise about, but I will not speak about it. But does the Congress, what do you have to say about the fact that everyone is saying that Congress is just doing this, and the whole reason why this hurry is because otherwise it would have anyway, after standing panel, it was anyway going to, you could have introduced it as a bill in the winter session. The reason for this hurry is because next week that judgment is coming.
First of all, I fail to understand why people are linking this to Mr. Lalu Prasad Yadav's verdict.
Because the hurry.
What is the verdict? Who knows what is the verdict? The question is.
No, but so why the hurry then? Why an ordinance?
No, does that mean that it's not the question of hurry. See, try to understand. There were several incidences, several bills where we had to issue ordinance because in the last 6 to 8 months, the opposition did not allow the parliament to function properly.
Okay.
A lot of working days were wasted. And therefore we reached a situation.
Okay.
BJP, I fail to understand when the Congress says that, like Srimati Anand just now said, when Mr. Digvijay Singh said individual opinion, they ridicule. And when Mr. Advani on the eve of Mr. Modi's elevation or appointment speaks something, BJP says, no, that's his personal opinion. So why double standard? Here
Okay.
BJP is accepting the opposing the ordinance, but they are accepting what was decided in the
Well, you know,
joint
there's
committee.
been a whole
And
backlash from across the
let me
country,
tell you,
Mr.
this
Gadgil. There's a
this
whole...
ordinance is not a full stop. Let me make it very clear. This ordinance is not a full stop. It has to be passed subsequently, but there is a winter session which is a little far off, and that's why we had to take a decision.
Okay.